Just play.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Adina, please speak to me. I've lost everything. I don't know. Just don't know. Adina, my desert star, I've lost her forever, and for what? Not until after it killed the woman I sent into harm's way. Izara faced spiders, Daedra, ancient magic. All I did was stand here and bleed like a lamb, afraid to face the thing I set free. Ancestors, forgive me. Yes, of course. I'm sorry. For everything. Gods, what have I done?
We lie about like whipped dogs. The Imperials hold our city. We were taken before our swords could leave the sheath. There's a traitor, my people whisper. For now, we wait. Wait for the Covenant to send help and the Imperials to tire. I warn most against entering Hullen's stand. But you might help us in our resistance. Go to the alchemist shop in town. You'll find...
Ah, King Emmerich said you might be coming. The Imperials are here. Did you know this? The king and his men are preparing for an attack even now, though they are greatly outnumbered. I think... Hurry along then. You will find the king just up the road. I am going to scale this wall and try to get more details on the Imperials' defenses. I will join you shortly.
We don't see a lot of travelers these days. What brought you here? You want to speak to Ufa then? Too bad no one knows where he is. Even if we did, can't say he'd even want to talk to you, seeing as you're a stranger. Yara, and don't think you can try anything. I'm not just here for my good looks. And Yara is more.
I don't think we've met. And I don't think we need to. And I hear the Imperials have spies everywhere, so why would I admit to being someone they want to kill? That said, I know one thing Imperial spies wouldn't do. Armed. Across the way is a guarded warehouse. If someone took weapons from there, it'd be a blow against the 7th Legion. And I hear the stable hand knows the people who need such weapons. Someone who did that.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm doing my work? Or are you harassing me because I don't bow my head to the ground before the Imperials? Why would I want those weapons? I'm no friend to the Resistance, or to the Imperials. Is that so? Let me fix them for you then. There. No one will suspect you carrying sacks smelling of the stables. Ones who need these wait in and near the town square. If you're caught, we've never spoken. I name no names, but seek the poor near the town square. Ask if they've seen a cat with red fur, and there will be your...
Keep your voice down. Loud speech. Red? I have seen such a cat, though not lately. Do you bring news of this red hunter? A most precious gift. May the gods smile with favor upon you. I'll keep it safe until the time comes, and our mutual friend returns. And may he return soon.
You did not see me, did you? No one sees the poor, the sick, the oppressed. You help these people of Holland's Stand, but for what? You put yourself in harm's way, but why? One of the destitute, no more. I have nothing except my eyes and ears, and I see Yara wants to trust you, but she cannot. Not until now. She will look for signs of treachery and find none. Unimportant, but here is how she will. She waits by the tavern, as she was spying on you. Go to her, clasp her hands, and tell her that the red asp...
Ah, I was not expecting you. How did you... Never mind. What news have you? One of our allies passed with a peculiar bag from the stables. It's good to know you were the one to supply it. Well, then, I think it's best if we go our separate ways. Though you helped considerably, I can't take this risk again. What? How do you know this? The wind is truly at our backs. I've misjudged you. My apologies. We've been watching and waiting ever since the 7th Legion took our city. Now's the time to act. If you'll forgive my initial rudeness, I need your help. Let me share what we know. The 7th Legion took the town under cover overnight. Some say a traitor opened the gates to their army. It's the only explanation, but we don't know who the traitor is. Not what, but whom. I've set up a meeting with someone who may know the identity of the traitor. I'd like you to talk to her. My contact's at the tavern, just as I requested. She'll be reading a book. See what she knows, but be careful. I'll return to the alchemist shop on the other side of town once you go to meet with her.
Did Yara send you? She said to meet her here. It's more of a feeling. Call it intuition. It's better if you see it with your own eyes. Can you come with me to my home? It's best to continue our conversation in private. The Imperials may know your face by now. You can disguise yourself as one of them for the time being. They don't dare raise a hand against me, so I'll be all right. If you're ready, I'd like to go now. Follow me, but be discreet. Thank you for your discretion. I'm rather concerned about what's going on in Holland's stand, but it's not a good idea to say so in public. You see, it's my husband. You misunderstand. My husband is Captain Dakir at Niemer of the City Guard. I think he betrayed us. I couldn't bear to ask him. To see the hurt in his eyes and the shame that must surely be there. Soon after the Imperials came, our daughter disappeared. And my husband speaks with the Imperials, carries sealed messages back and forth. I don't know what to think. Search his office. It's upstairs.
What are you doing in my home? Did Quatrius send you? I've done everything he's asked. I won't suffer any more humiliation at his hands. Oh, Kisma, I wish I didn't have to keep such secrets from you. By Mara's heart, I don't know who betrayed us, but it was not me. I am little more than an Imperial lackey now, regardless. They have her, our daughter. The Imperials kidnapped her and hold her as a hostage. I debase myself before them for her safety, and I would do so again, if it means she will be returned to us. Now go, please.
I've seen the girl. It's not too late. The couple despairs, but all is not lost. Nothing's without hope until the last breath. Let me tell you of their child. Come, come. The Imperial fool Quatrius believes he's invincible, and in a way, he is. If one were to raise a blade against him, his soldiers would surely cut down the child out of spite. But there are other ways to cow a man. Not how, but where. Go to the pavilion in the shadow of the palace. You are already armed. Armed with the knowledge that he is a coward. With that, you must defeat him.
I just want to see my mother and father again.
Away with you. Can't you see I'm busy? We're simply enjoying the fresh air. After all, who would want such a flower to wilt in a dungeon? Now be gone before I have my men remove you. What? It's complete nonsense. I see your point. Well, what did you want from me? Fine, fine. Run, girl, before I change my mind. Now the guards will be back any second now. Don't think you can threaten me again.
Papa!
This is your doing? You freed my daughter? I am truly blessed to have such aid from a stranger. With no promise of reward, you saved my family. Here, take this key. You will do far more good with it than I. The Grandea's chains. The Imperials made me capture her and bring her to them. I fear they want to publicly execute her in order to cow the citizens.
Seems you've poked a hornet's nest. I hope whatever you did was worth it. They have the Grandea? That is troubling news. You've been busy then. But what news of the traitor? Do you know his identity?
You are mistaken, friend.
Master Ufa, you're truly alive.
Did I not send word with our friend here? I spoke to the captain after you left. He was more than willing to help after the good turn you gave him. The traitor is well within our grasp. Don't you recognize the old beggar without his rags? I've been following you for quite a while. Even my own followers suspected nothing. Dakir and Kisma will never forget what you've done for them. You've been a great boon to the Resistance. Once we have the traitor in our hands, we'll have all the pieces we need to assault the 7th Legion. The captain's men know how to find him, but I don't know where these men are, or if they're still among the living. They won't work with me, but may consider you an ally. You must find them before the Imperials do. Seek Aisha, Nasira, and Runid. Their peril is our opportunity.
What do you want with this old woman? Everybody knows Aisha caught the rat in the act. She was boasting about it in the town square right up until the Imperials flooded in. If you're looking for her, I'd check her home. The Imperials might have gotten there first, though.
Someone who knows what they want, yes? How can Nazir be of service? There are people all around us. Particular ones, this one cannot say. Not without some convincing. Ah, you are a smart one. I can tell you many good townspeople remain inside their home.
You don't look like one of the 7th Legion. Why have you come? He's in hiding, the rat. He is named Maradem. You'll have to find a way to lure him out into the open if you wish to find him. I'm not sure where he is now. If I knew that, I'd be after him myself, wouldn't I?
Ah, anything interesting?
The death of Princess Lakana was so tragic.
I wondered if someone would find me before they finished me off. He's a womanizing piece of scum who'd sell his own mother to make a few coins. Ask at the tavern for Niha, his latest courtesan. She'll tell you where he is. I should have slit his throat when I had the chance. Well, he wasn't there when I last checked, but it's been several hours now. There's a tavern he's gone to before to meet.
Not my usual type, but business is slow. What can I do for you? Perhaps. Many know Maradem. Not many will admit to it. I've met him once or twice. Do you know what would happen to me if I betrayed Maradem? Or any of my contacts? No, I can't help you. Now go away before someone sees us talking.
You have little choice. Niha will help, for the good of us all. But I understand her fear. We must be cautious on her watch. If anyone suspected her involvement, that would mean her end. We still need information from the wretch. Fortunately, I know of a simple way to extract it. Across the way lies the Mages Guild. I'll set a trap for Maradem, with my dear Niha's help. Once you have the powder, take it to the Drowsy Owl Inn upon the hill, and get the rest of the details from her. You can see your destination from here, if you need to get your bearings.
Something I can help you with? I'm rather preoccupied, so make it quick. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just a simple apothecary, friend. The rogue. Sometimes I wish the Imperials did find him. Here's your powder. It'll paralyze in a matter of moments after being ingested. Take care you don't breathe it in.
You got everything you need. There's a bottle of wine in the alcove for you, though I've no idea what you'll do with it. I'll serve it to Maradem, and then you and Ufa can do what you must. But after that, I'll have no part in what comes.
Tearing souls of innocence into eternal pain, while his Daedric minions sing praises of his name.
Wait here.
Meld is nigh, the plain meld is nigh, as Molag Bal.
I brought you refreshments, sir.
Niha! Always so good to me. Let's taste this fine concoction. Strange flavor. What kind of wine? Who are you? What have you done with Niha? What was in that wine? How dare you? Whoa. What's happening to me? Did you poison me? Please, give me an antidote. I'll tell you anything. She's in front of the palace. I have the key for the stocks, but they guard her exceptionally well. They'll execute her within the week. That's all I know. Now please, give me the antidote. I'll give you...
Bleating like a cut lamb, I see.
Ufa, I thought you were dead.
That was the intent. Get the key off his body and leave him.
Good. I'm free. Let the people know the time has come.
Like the two watchtowers, we must rise up against the Imperials.
I'm just livid.
Well?
It's time. They ready themselves for battle. We will hold the palace while you take out the Imperial within. We must all move quickly. She's in no shape to fight. I can't imagine what torture she must have endured under the Imperial's reign. You are our symbol, friend. Our symbol of freedom. There's no time to waste. We must strike now, but the Imperials will have time to make preparations. Go inside and slay that Imperial Sedas Secundus like the dog she is. We don't know what kind of forces she has with her. We're counting on you. The Imperials had no chance. We took them by storm, and without their leader, they had nowhere to turn. What few are left will fall easily. You were the linchpin for it all. The Grandair will have something to say too, no doubt. Here she comes now.
Proud people of Holland stand. We have won the day. A stranger to our city was the spark. Let us never forget this, or
This
those
one.
who fell in the fight. And here is the savior of my people, my city, and me. We are all in your debt, friend. We must rebuild. The Imperials tore apart our fine city, but we will rise from the sands. You have given us this chance. Forever will Holland stand remember your work and your sacrifices.
Breton. What was I thinking? I should have known a pretty little Breton lady wasn't interested in me. It was just that we had so much in common. She was quiet, she wanted to be a mage, but it was all a lie, and now I'll be kicked out of the guild.
Lady Edwige. Most beautiful woman I ever saw. I met her last night near the Mages Guild in Holland Stand. We talked, shared a jug of Zet's tears. I thought she liked me. She asked to borrow a book from the Vindication for the Dragon Break. Seemed innocent enough, but as soon as she got it, she called me a beefwit and walked away laughing. I guess I am a beefwit. She brought the book here. I followed, but it's a witch's coven. Dozens of them. Trying to use the book for some evil ritual. I'm just a novice. I should return to the guild hall in Holland Stand. If I'm not here when you return, meet me there.
Any coinage of unusual make? Worth examining later. Well, what did you get? A most gratifying resolution.
I never tell the truth to those unworthy.
There's an old theory saying these wells marked lines of magical power. Most modern researchers hold this idea in contempt, but I believe there may be some truth to this notion. More research is indicated.
Did you see those witches back there? I followed one here from Holland's stand. She tricked me. Did you see those witches back there? I followed one here from Holland's stand. She tricked me. Me? No. I've never seen you before in my entire life. Besides, I've only been here a few minutes. Say though, if you already... Yes, this is the right book. Just saw the witches using it a few minutes ago. I don't understand how this happened, but I sure do appreciate it. If I get this... If only I could turn back time. Just a few hours.
A little help would be very appreciated. Thank the sands. How about untying me? They've had me down here for a week. Name's Damrina. I'm a Covenant scout. I saw the Imperial tents on my patrol and came to investigate. Ended up getting captured. Tal, Papa, and I owe you one, my new friend. But I was carrying orders when they captured me. Should have been more careful, but we've never seen Imperial activity this deep in the desert. I didn't even have time to destroy the orders. They've got everything I was carrying. They contained every patrol route the Covenant uses in the area. We need to make sure we recover those orders and eliminate everyone who's seen them. Luckily, I know exactly who to hit, if you're willing. You'll want to find Major Karina. I'm going to find a place to lay low. Tell Papa, watch over us both.
think I've read that one before. I'm here. What's next? Let the research begin!
Let me do my part.
Fortuitous! Tranquility.
if we must.
Hands off, that's Imperial property. Rothic's meal shall be your grave.
Intellectually stimulating.
cohort. Then.
I'm feeling hostility.
Set it ablaze!
Healer!
Light it up!
First, aid me! Light it up! I need healing!
Made it out alive, I see. When presented with a miracle, Redguards normally thank Tall Papa. But he didn't show up down here to untie me. So, thanks go to you, my friend. I need to get back to my superiors. With any luck, these bastards will still be in disarray when we sweep back through here. Farewell. They won't be catching me again. A week down here was very motivating. I need a vacation.
Traveling to Onsi's breath. Do you wish to be enslaved? Imperial soldiers will drag you into the mines if you're not careful. That's how they caught us. I am unimportant. Only what I've done matters, and what I can do to fix it. I've waited for an opportunity to right this wrong since my friend Snaruga was staked out to die. Fortunately,
What? By Moloch, sulphurous hatred! And here I thought that traitor and bandit was our only hope. Where's Rahanal, that bastard? Left me here to rot. I'll rot him. He did he? Wait till I get my hands around his throat. The key to these shackles is kept in their surveyor's tent on the hillside across from us. Free me, so I can kill Rahanal. Friends? Friends? He's a liar, a thief, and a cheat. What kind of friend is that? I may be a bandit, but I've got standards. Don't tell me you've never borrowed anything without permission. I've always been free-spirited. Otherwise, I'd be in a stronghold somewhere living like some toothless villager. And not that you would understand firsthand, but if I can't be the chieftain with a hearth husband, forge husband, then no. So I say,
To Moloch's hoary nethers with all strongholds. I am not a sign of status for any man. Are you mocking me? Ask Rahanal how they caught us. Besides, then let's stop. You have a triumphant look about you. Spit it out! Have you the key or not? Good. Release me so I can give Rahanal the thanks he so richly deserves. I'll get a weapon and catch up to you and Rahanal!
Keep low and remain vigilant. The Imperials are thieves without honor. Morwa's blessed bosom. Loath as I am to send you from one danger to the next, the 7th Legion's captives in the mine need your deft aid too, if you're willing to go on. It will, but to prevent you from freeing every miner within, I suggest that you seek out one captive in particular. He used to run this mine before they took it from him. They still allow him freedom of the camp, unlike the others, however. Foreman Connor is not helping them. He helps the miners. Without his knowledgeable eye, the central chamber would collapse on top of the conscripts while they work. This was his mine, and the Legion took it from him. I assure you, he's no Imperial puppet. I will seek the man who runs this accursed camp, Pantheus Varro. He and his men are concentrated on the other side of the encampment beyond the palisade wall, by the barred gate. Should you need me, look for me there after you take the Taciturns.
Still alive.
Huh? Who are you? Is this another test? I'm not trying to escape, I told you. I am not leaving this mine. I still find it hard to believe that this is truly an escape attempt. Trust? Pantheus Varro's damned games have torn all trust from us. If you're here to dupe me, then just get on with it and dupe me. I'd rather be chained out in the sun than suffer the indignation of being played with like a puppy. Oh, you can believe that I will. If this is part of some scheme, it's not a very good one. Only one thing would turn this mine over more quickly than just striking the chains from these miners, after what's been done to them. Well, if you're truthfully with Pantheus Varro, then I've already said enough to seal my fate. Look for a chamber on the far side of the mine. There, you will find a massive stockpile of coal, which is a tempting target for sabotage.
You're stealing!
Hell.
Came out here to find lazy bones dying on the job. I'm not having it. No one kills him but me. He'll do. Go kill Pantheus Varro. I'll get Rahanal to our friends before he bleeds out. Rahanal said he's on the hill looking out toward the desert. I'd go with you, but someone has to carry this big baby to safety. Good luck.
My aura, many eyes.
There's more where that came from.
You're back! I told Rahanal not to worry about you. Unlike some people I could name, you can handle yourself in a pinch. I had no doubts you'd triumph. This may not be a stronghold, but there are people who need me. We'll fight back until the Imperials are beaten, or we die in glorious battle.
Rumor is that Count Ravenwatch found something important in the Lorkrata Hills. Was it a weapon, maybe? Or an ancient artifact of incredible power?
We'll make good use of these resources. Far better than those asinine Artaeum archmages.
I almost feel... I was wondering when you'd wander up. I knew you wouldn't let me get all the glory. Of course, I wouldn't have wanted to take any action until you were with us regardless, but I like to pretend. Anyhow, how in oblivion are you? I feel strong. I'm ready to spill some Imperial blood. This will be remembered as the place where the Imperials made their last stand in Bankorai. Despite my advisor's concerns, I decided I had to be here and lead the charge myself. Ha! Are you trying to coddle me now too? I command you, put aside your concerns. This isn't even going to be a real contest. Each of my soldiers can take 10 of theirs, and you can take 100. So, can we get on with this? All right, everyone. This is it. No one is allowed to die until they've taken down at least a dozen enemies. Kill as many as you can. The only exception is the Major's General. She's mine, and mine alone.
Good speech, Emmerich. I can't believe you still fancy me after all these years. Let's get reacquainted then, shall we?
Overconfident as ever, I see. I'm not afraid of you, Septima.
To arms! Defend the king!
You will not! I think we need to spend some alone time, Emmerich. Come, let's find a quiet place.
Zet's tears! What has befallen? Who has slain everyone? Where's the king? Oh, merciful Mara. Please say this isn't so. I knew the king should not have come. Why should he risk his life this way? What will we do now? Someone has to go after him. No, I mean, I have scouted out all this area from the ridges above. The Imperial encampment is just over the hill, and then this temple, the Hall of Heroes, it goes on forever. She might have... The encampment. There has been much activity there in recent days. The Imperials have been going in and out of the temple. I have even seen the Magus General herself. Perhaps if you search the encampment, you will find some evidence of her plan. You are a brave soul to go after the king on your own. I applaud your courage. I will go to Evermore to request additional support. Then I will return. May Ruptga and all the gods be with you until then.
Don't be offended. He hates everyone.
Yeah! I'm feeling hostility.
That could prove useful in our work.
Halls of the gods or halls of the dead? Look, another live one. Oh, sorry. I should speak more quietly. Don't want to disturb the dead, or the Daedra crawling all over this place. I find them very distasteful. Me? I'm the keeper of the hall. I am guardian of the gate between here and there, between this place and the next. The living don't belong here. I'm supposed to keep them out, but I seem to have failed at that. Yes, especially that cruel, twisted Lady Septima Tharn, I believe she is called. She has broken all the rules. I told her as much, I did, but she would not listen. When she leaves, I do not think I will invite her to come back. She's in the Chamber of Passage, but it is a forbidden place. You must get special allowances to go there. This is the Heroes' Hall. You will have to convince them to... Oh, they're scattered all over this place, everywhere. Getting them to talk is the hard part. They're quiet types. Been dead for centuries. I hope, friend
Derivative.
I know you. Your spirit. But you belong in this place no more than the others, the invaders. Why do you come here? Of all the places in this temple you do not belong, it is there you belong the least. But I sense that where the others have come to violate the chamber's sanctity, you have come to restore it. I will give you my blessing. The invaders have taken my scrolls. 4 sacred writings from the Book of Circles. They describe the principles one must master in the various seasons of life. Recover the scrolls, place them on the appropriate pedestals, and earn my blessing. have my blessing. Now you must seek my sun spirit. Speak to Divad.
I sense great determination in you, living one. But very few of the living are foolish enough to trespass in these hallowed halls. Even fewer are foolish enough to seek entrance into the Chamber of Passage. This is your intention, though, is it not? And you have already achieved in life that which gave me great difficulty. My father's influence, though, was only one aspect of what guided my life's purpose. In truth, it was my mother's role, the sacrifice she made. When Emperor Hira's soldiers came to arrest me, they struck my mother and she was slain. It wasn't until that moment I embraced the way of the sword. To earn my blessing, light the braziers in the chamber above in the colors to honor her sacrifice. You'll find the braziers are already lit. You must simply cycle through the colors on each brazier to match the memory of my mother's final moments. Turn and observe the moment of my mother's sacrifice. Remember it as I do. Take it into your heart. Honoring my mother's memory. You have my blessing. Now you must seek out Makela Leki. A most gratifying resolution.
It takes a brave soldier to enter the Chamber of Passage, but courage alone is not what defines a warrior. One has already breached the chamber without my blessing, but you come behind seeking just that, do you not? And by seeking our blessing, you show that you deserve such an honor. The one who breached the chamber, this Septima Tharn, she has strength, courage, and even wisdom, but she lacks an essential... The answer is the... You must think as swords... Very well, then. Which... That is not the blade a true swordsinger would wield. You must... That is not the blade a true swordsinger would wield. Well done. A true swordsinger would select the training sword because it is the swordsman, not the sword, that matters. You understand truth.
Heroes? Gods, Imperials, who's in charge here? You! You've earned the blessings of the heroes, but blessings will only get you through the door. Are you really ready for what lies on the other side? Something that no mortal has ever seen. Until that nasty woman went in there, of course. And who knows what she might have done to the place. The real mystery is what's a woman like that wanting to do in a place like this? She has a prisoner, but the Chamber of Passage is not a place for holding someone. It's a place for sending someone on. To the far shores, of course. This is it. This is the path the souls of heroes take to move on to the Afterlife, as some call it. Souls used to be flying through here all the time. Guess there just aren't as many heroes anymore. You think it's just an elaborate suicide plot? Afraid I don't share your optimism. But what is she doing in there? I'd say only the gods know.
Look, Emmerich, your savior has arrived. Or is that your executioner?
It's good that you're here, my friend. Though, I'm afraid I may be dying. You're a good friend, courageous and loyal, and all that. But you're a terrible liar. I suppose I must say goodbye, my friend. I'll see you on the other side.
You're here too? Can you get us back? It's quite pleasant here, but I'm not ready to die yet. We can't let them win.
Hush now. Your death matters little. There are other kings. It's this one I wanted. The one who's been holding the Covenant together at every turn. The vestige from Coldheart. Didn't think I knew, did you? I did, and I knew I couldn't kill you. On Mundus. Here, though, you're severed from Cold Harbor, from your soul. Here, you're stuck. Goodbye now.
Insolent necromancer! The Far Shores is no prison in which you can place your enemies. You dare to come here and then expect to live freely? I think not. You, though, are no less a fool. An honorable fool. A fool nonetheless. Very well. I have an offer. Slay this wretched woman, and you and your liege can return to the Mundus.
I'll leave whenever I damn well please. But I'll enjoy teaching you both a lesson in power first.
Well, that was demoralizing, wasn't it? Your death matters little, Emmerich. I can't believe she said that. I don't know, though. Is it true? That's a relief, I suppose. There's some part of me that wants to stay here, but I'd have regrets for all eternity, wouldn't I? Since I'm in the fortunate position of having a choice, I think I prefer you take me back.
Were it truly your time, I might invite you to remain here in the far shores. You have earned the right to be here. It is not your time, though, so you must go. Take your liege back, restore him, and then you must all leave the Hall of Heroes.
My cousin, my king, I'm sorry we failed you.
There I am, still dead. So do I just climb back in? There. Easier than I thought. That knife wound still smarts, but it's good to be alive. That was an experience I won't be forgetting anytime soon. I'd say that you went beyond the call of duty, but I think you went even beyond that. Of course, Septima was actually after you, wasn't she? I suppose so. Furthermore, I'm grateful now that Septima never returned my affections. Mara's mercy, that woman did not age well. She's irrelevant now, though, thanks to you. I suspect, however, that we can't afford to rest on our laurels just yet.
Hey there, friend. I have a secret. If you promise not to tell, I'll let you in on it. Good. I know where Blackheart Haven is. Saw it on my last trip out. Be damn tough to get in there, I suspect, but I think I could probably do it. Eh? You don't know about the Haven? What kind of a sailor are you? It's the privateer's city, the Black Heart of the Sea, home to Captain Blackheart himself. People been looking for it as long as I can remember, and I found it. I suppose so. Promise me you're not out to join that bunch of sea wretches, though. They're a horrible lot, and I won't be party to helping them. Go ahead and use the boat.
For a new trophy for my...
You got past the front door. Impressive. Perhaps you're my way off this damned isle. I work for Captain Blackheart, and I want out. But I can't just walk away. Not until I've taken care of something very important. But I'll need help. As you've seen, the Captain's private army guards this island. I know my way around this place better than anyone. And if you'll help me grab 2 magical relics Blackheart's got... Welcome aboard. Let's get you disguised, and then it's onward to fortune and glory. In the basket next to me is a uniform worn by Blackheart's minions. Put it on, and you'll be as hard to spot as a spriggin' in a tree. I love your enthusiasm. Yes, excellent.
Never seen you here before. Just got drafted?
Your fate is sealed!
Nothing's a choice. Time to die.
You made it. Excellent. Now that we're inside, there's something you should know about me. I've killed a lot of people. Everyone on Blackheart's crew has. Before Blackheart brought us together, we were a desperate lot, and he knew it. Forced us to become monsters and savages. It sounds like an excuse, but Blackheart has the means, and I want out. But I'll need your help. Because I'm no murderer. Not by choice. And I want someone to hear it. I'll prove it. Sort of. If you're happy to push on, I'll explain what we're doing. There are 2 enchanted skulls that Blackheart looted from a Skyrim-bound vessel. Afterward, he soon changed. He grew powerful. To defeat him, we need those skulls. I know they are. One is kept in the Haven at all times, held by a Taurus, one of Blackheart's monstrous pets just up ahead. The second is kept by the captain himself. I'm going to seal this door and make sure you're not followed. I will meet you once you've dealt with the Taurus. Good luck.
I'm not a young man.
Now, let me see that thing. By the 8, you've got one of the skulls. And you don't appear to have fallen under the spell. Let me see it, please. When you touched the skull, there was a chance you'd fall under its spell. But I'm Breton, naturally resistant to some magics. It's probably how I broke free. I would have been there to help you if something went wrong. May I have the skull? The captain is no mortal man. Not any longer. He wields otherworldly power, as you will see. And that skull you hold is one of 2 that grant him his abilities. Thank you. Now stand back, please. Here we go. Now this should do it. Finally, this nightmare will come to an end.
Are you insane, Shifty? You'll kill us all!
That's the point, friend. This is no way for a man to live.
So there you have it. My true form revealed. Indeed. I'm sorry for the deception, but I wanted this nightmare to end. To be free from this torment. All the pirates you'll encounter in these caves are like me. We're part of Blackheart's original crew, and there is nothing else, I swear. I beg you to finish this by killing Blackheart and taking his skull. Destroying it will end this torment for the entire crew. The skull's dark power protects Blackheart from true death, and you will need me to destroy it if you can defeat him. I'll meet with you once you've bested him. I would face him with you, but I fear I would fall under his control again. Hurry through the roost upstairs to reach Blackheart's Cove. You'll find the captain there.
Coin, plunder, commerce.
Libations are on you next time. Ha! I'm with you, cohort!
Just leave it sitting there, could you, Blackheart? Paranoid bastard. About time you arrived. Listen, Blackheart is down on the shore somewhere. He likes to pace the beach when he's on shore leave. continue to impress, my friend. You've beaten Blackheart. Now to finish him for good. Blackheart is dead. But it won't stay that way forever. Let's destroy his skull and prevent him from ever returning. Thank you. I will destroy the skull and rid the world of Blackheart's menace once and for all. May fortune find you wherever you go, my friend. I never thought I'd be free of you, Blackheart. But the day has finally come, and I'll be rewarded. My new master has waited long enough, and I think it's time you died for good. It's been fun, Captain. No, it hasn't.
Adept, Shalador must have found you. Very glad to see you again. I've translated the final book, and we're ready to monkey rum butter. No, I'm just very tired. Thanks to Shalador, we were able to decipher the deeper ritual hidden within the tomes as a set. He's ready and waiting. Together you'll perform the ritual that will... perform like a dancing midget! Just focus on the task at hand. I've prepared the ritual space, as you can see. Here are the books. Take them and place them on the pillars of light around the hall. They'll focus the power of the books for the Archmage. I'll be able to rest soon enough, Adept. Shalador is the only reason I was able to finish. His enthusiasm and energy sustained me through this difficult trial. Please, Adept, I'm going to be fine. As I said, translation of the books has taken a considerable toll. I'm exhausted, but it will be worth it. The Sanctuary will save so many lives and give us all a chance to work in peace.
The ebb and swell of Magicka. How I missed this. We've done it. We're finally ready to take back my island. I'll use the combined powers of the books and wrench the Isle back to Tamriel. Sheogorath has lost, Adept. We're almost there. It's a lush place, gorgeous and vibrant. We have guild members poised across Tamriel, ready to join us there. It will be the perfect place for the guild to study in peace. It will be glorious. I know. She's very tired, even worse than before. But she's done masterful work in translating these books. And I'm sure she'll be an asset once we reach the island. She'll have plenty of time to rest soon enough. I suppose she has been garbling her words a bit. I just assumed that it was due to mortal frailty. I sometimes forget how fragile you are. We will watch over her together, my friend. I believe so. I'm sure you're as sick of the Mad God's games as I am. Now come, I will perform the ritual and open a portal to our new home. Gnomes, attend me! Now, I reclaim what was taken from me. I, Vea, hear my call! Something is wrong. I sense. Adept, the lost, follow me!
These mages are all the same. Vainglorious and sophomoric. Spell artisans of the lowest order.
Damn me for a fool! Why did I trust that madman? What do I mean? Look at this place! The island is overrun with Daedra. Sheogorath has given us the apple, but it's riddled with worms! There's a grand hall in the center of the island. We'll be able to survey the situation better from that vantage point. You and Velost make your way up this path. I'll meet you there.
Fascinating creatures, Daedra. I thought I'd have the chance to study one of those up close. Just spotted another way varieties of Daedra is wrong.
This is not what we agreed to, mad god. Leave this place!
Careful, mage. Remember who you're talking to. Our mortal friend has arrived. Be quiet now, shall he? Adults talking. Ah, good. You and I can have reasonable conversations. Shalador's just too old and crotchety for me. Do you know, funny thing about deals. They're really the sorts of things you should get in writing. I said if you completed the trials, you could find the island. The portals to deepest oblivion scattered here and there. A sort of bonus. If you want to see it that way, sure. It's another trial. I'm sure you and Velost... Oh, hello, dearie. I'm sure you'll have no problems closing the portals. Honestly, I'm surprised the Mistress of Incunabular. No reason at all? What are you implying? That my choice to curse the books was a calculated move? That crazy old Sheogorath knew there were only a handful of people in the guild that could do the work she did? Oh. Madness. Oh, I'm sure you'll figure it out. You outwitted daffy old Sheogorath, right? Anyway, pull the crystals to close the portals.
Damn it! What was I thinking? Attacking the Prince of Madness? Wait, Adept. You're not making sense. What do you mean? Sheogorath put that curse on those books to slow us down. Make the task more time-consuming. Then, the curse was meant to put the books in front of Velost. She was meant to read them. Adept, this is very worrying. But we need to deal with this after the island is safe. She'll be with you. She'll be fine for the moment. Velost, go with our friend here to close the portals. The Adept will keep you safe. Sheogorath left a powerful ward on this building. I'll need a few moments to crack it open. Go! I should be done here by the time you return. Go! Close the portals.
Can't take a portal?
I will see this done.
So tired of fighting. Why can't we all just talk? Always thought my combat spell work was theoretical. Fascinating creatures, Daedra.
If we must.
Is there anything good about these things? Any light or hope? There's so many. So much pain and anger and death.
we ever truly be free of war?
Well, that was exhausting. No more, Jogo.
Thanks to you, the island is ours. Now you'll just need to claim the hall and kick Sheogorath back to the Shivering Isles. I've put a crack in his ward, but no more. The Mad God's power is formidable, even here. You and Velast may enter. I may not. Just make sure to watch after her. I fear the Mad God may have gotten the better of us, but perhaps something can be done. Go inside. Deal with Sheogorath. We've come too far to be put off by his tricks now. You can do this, Adept. You've proven yourself that you're up to this. Good luck.
I can hear him. I'm coming, Uncle Sheo.
My favorite mortal. Shalador finally figured out how to let you in. You're here to kick me out, I know. But you know, fighting isn't really my thing. Ask you?
Very good, sir. Have at you, Adept. We will now face each other in honorable combat. On your guard.
The pigs, Haskell! All right, Captain, don't break it up, you two!
Enough with the games, Sheogorath. Are you going to relinquish the island to us or not?
All right, settle down. I'll just gather me things and go. The last... Dearie, why don't you come over here?
Uncle Sheo, are we going somewhere?
Yes, little one. You're coming with me. Home to the Shivering Isles. Won't that be nice?
Mad God, stay back! The lost isn't yours to take!
Isn't she, though? I can see it on her face. I can smell it in the air. She's crazy! Mad! A lunatic! All that time with Uncle Sheo stories, and she's got the urge to visit the Isles. My Shivering Isles!
I do. I want to go with Uncle Sheo. He's got the butterflies. I love butterflies.
This is a conundrum. A riddle. A choice. I tell you what, mortal. Why don't we let you decide? Should Valas stay, or come with me to the dear old Isles? In fact, let's sweeten the deal. You decide she stays, I'll cure her. That's right. Uncle Sheo will make her sane again. Boring old Velast, whose only friends are books. Oh, dear.
And if the adept decides she goes with you?
Well, as it happens, I have one more book here. I give it to you in exchange for Velast. It's called the Folium Discognitum.
Sheogorath, you bastard! You'd throw the folium back in my face after all these years!
Wrote it myself. It's a delightful little artifact. It imbues the reader with the knowledge of madmen. It's very powerful. Worth, 4 or 5 of those sky shard things you adventurers are always looking for. So, Valas stays and I cure her. Or, she goes with me and you, my little mortal, become much more powerful. Your choice.
Adept, you cannot listen to this offer. This is the exact same offer Sheogorath made me when I first lost Ivea. Life for an archmage is measured in decades, not years. The rituals I performed extended my life, allowed me to continue my work. But eventually even I began to slow down. I began work on a powerful artifact, a key to the inner workings of life itself. Glamouril. But that's neither here nor there. The point is, I reached a critical juncture where even my knowledge and power failed me. Yes, I'd read all of the Accords of Madness. I knew the lessons of King Lyrandir, Leopold Arseno, Darius Shano, and still I failed. Don't make the mistakes we did, Adept.
Uncle Sheo wants to take me to the Shivering Isles. So wonderful. The butterflies, they'll be everywhere. And he has so many books. But Uncle Sheo, he will keep me warm and he will keep me safe and I'll have so many friends to play with. Books are my... Adept, if I stay, I don't know if... But perhaps with him...
Admit it. You're surprised, aren't you? The look on your face was precious. Right! A mortal making a decision! Free will and agency! Now then, does Valas stay, become sane again, and live her life out here? Or does she go with me, and you receive the power of the Folium Discognitum? Which will it be? Ha! I knew you wouldn't take the book! Could see it in your eyes. Oh well, can't blame Uncle Sheo for wanting to give his favorite niece a good home now. As you wish, mortal. I'll undo what's been done to her. The mortals decided to let Valas stay. So, this is where I say my goodbyes. Mortal, nice working with you. Shalidor, never change. Valas, sorry dear. Say goodbye to the little dreaming. The Prince of Madness doesn't stay where he's not wanted! Except when he does. But in this case, he doesn't. Until next time, mageling!
It's like a fog has lifted from inside my mind. Adept, I don't know what to say. You've saved me from a fate worse than death.
Lost. Are you?
Yes, I'm all right, Shalidor. I'm myself again.
Don't worry, Adept. I'll be fine soon enough. Now that you've restored my mind, I just need some rest. You've passed the challenges of the Mad God, restored me to sanity, and reclaimed this sanctuary for the Mages Guild. Somehow my thanks seem small in comparison, but you have them. Thank you, Adept, for all you've done.
I can't stay in here, Adept. Let us speak some more outside.
Come here,
Please,
Adept.
can we be away
I
from
have
here
something
as
for
quickly
you.
as possible? I'd like to retain the current number of...
Adept, you've done so much for the guild. I couldn't let you leave without a final gift. This old archmage has a spell he's been saving just for you.
During my time on Tamriel, I developed a very useful spell. A memory charm of sorts. Rather than wasting my time puttering around in libraries trying to find a book, the spell allows me to recall it instantly. If you'll allow me.
Just need a moment to prepare. This spell has proven very handy. Once saved my life when I came up against a rhyming spirit. She demanded every answer to her questions be answered with a couplet. There we go. I'm ready. Call it Shalador's Library of the Mind. Ha! Shores, bones, I can't thank you enough. In time, the body you and Velast have formed for me will fade. But with this charm, you'll never forget our trials together. I take comfort in that. Are you ready? Then accept the gift of eidetic memory. Remember now every tome, every book, every scrap of paper you have ever read. And remember too, the tale of Ivaeus' return to Tamriel, and the story of the adept who made it happen. Don't be a stranger, Adept. Ivaea is another home for you now, as it is for every mage in Tamriel.
It is good Berah found you, comrade. The bright moons know Aleph is glad to see you again. She would trust no one else for the task before us today. The council has spoken. Sees all colors never return to the fold after your visit to Abagarles. She has fled. She is guilty. She must be killed. I have an idea, but we must confer with Merrick. He's returned to the Earth Forge to finish work on the prismatic core. Aleph is ready to open a portal, take us straight to his side. Are you... Seems like we were just here, yes?
By forge and fire we prep for war.
Ah, you hear Merrick there at the forge. He has already begun.
With war in our eyes, we ready to die.
This prismatic weapon could be a powerful force against Molag Bal,
With
yes?
death in hand, we bear our blades.
It is a difficult task we undertake today. To hunt a comrade.
By Stendar's blade, we will settle the score.
I'll begin the ritual.
My friends, you came just in time. I'm almost done. My work here is nearly complete, comrade. The core will soon be a weapon once again. I believe so, oh my comrade. There's really only one way to find out. You will bear it into battle. The ultimate test will come against the Mortum Vivicus itself. No doubt Aleph has already told you of the Council's decision. The province generals have condemned Colors to death. She never returned to any of her quarters, She seems to be avoiding guild members. My friend, I don't know what to think. Aleph has a plan. Everything about what she proposed sickens me, but we are desperate. She believes Jafnir can find colors, track her somehow, that they are linked. She also thinks... Bah! She thinks Colors has turned on us. That she's gone over to the Prince of Lies. That if we can find her, we'll find the Vivicus. Enough! My friend, before you speak to her, I must ask of you a question. The one bright spot in the room, the prismatic weapon. I can forge it in any form you desire. Stendarr himself speaks through my craftsmanship today. What will you wield? A great sword, a long sword, a staff, or a bow? A fine choice, oh my comrade. It will be done. Speak with Aleph and I will have a gift for you shortly.
Let us summon our old friend. He will know where his murderer hides.
Damn it, cat. Can't you let an old ghost be at peace?
Not just yet, old Nord. Aleph has one more question for you. Where is Seasol Colors? Where does she hide?
You know I cannot. I cannot tell you. He holds me bound.
Tell Aleph, or she will show you what it means to be bound.
She sought out the Mortu Vivicus. It's in the halls of submission. Don't go, comrades. She's...
Enough! Aleph is up to the challenge. But don't worry, Jafnir. She will let Molag Bal know how helpful
The weapon is ready, comrade. Take it from the anvil and follow us into battle.
Provoking.
Premium asset.
Just a moment. Aleph recognizes this setup. Yes, these crystals control access to the room ahead. Comrade, focus on that first crystal. By the base, it worked. Comrade, come to this crystal here. Merrick, you focus on the one by the door.
I've got it.
That's it! Merrick, you hold that beam. Aleph will use the last crystal to open the door. We are almost there. Just one more beam and we are through this door. Success! Let's go. Seasol Colors must be close.
Feels like the old days, Aleph. Let's get this done.
must stop Aleph before it's too late. You what? No, my comrade. My friend. You have been deceived. I did. Comrade. I served the Daedric Prince Meridia. She blessed me with a sacred mission. I mobilized the Fighters Guild to defy Molag Bal. Yofnir would not listen to me. The Anchors were a danger to everyone on Tamriel. I received reports that cultists had begun harvesting souls for some kind of weapon. Yofnir would not listen. I had to act. My friend, I trust you, as does the Council. I know your decision will be just. What have you decided?
Idiot! Must I do everything? In Molag Bal's name, die! By the Master's grace, I summon his bonds. May they power me with his wrath to crush my enemies. I can feel his power coursing through me. Minions of Molag Bal, hear my word and defeat the enemies of your mace.
Excellent. But we can always do better. And tranquility. There's more where that came from.
A boon for my servant. Receive my power and destroy them. Aleph, you miserable failure. You're not worthy of my gifts.
Comrade, you've done it. I am free. Free from Raganthar's barrier, and that Dark Cat's shackles. I am here to keep you safe, comrade, and to help you see this task done. You must destroy this abomination, this Mortum Vivicus. Throw the weapon into the center of the construct. Molag Bal's dark plot will be at an end. Don't be afraid. I will keep you safe, my comrade. You've done it, comrade. I will light your way home. You've done well, my friend. The Mortum Vivicus is destroyed. It has been an honor to save the guild I served in life. Now the council has assembled. You should speak to them. Unless Hakruba has changed a great deal since my death, she won't like to be kept waiting.
She intimidates me as well, comrade. Do not worry. I'm sure Hakruba will treat us fairly. Stendar make me truthful. Comrade, the Council has faith in you. I have faith in you, as does Stendar. What you did for the good of the Guild and all of Tamriel. I know they will support your choice.
Comrade, it is good to speak with you again. Bera told us of Aleph's plan to hunt Seize All Colors. I see that Merrick and the spirit of Yofnir Iceblade accompany you. Tell us, for all, and the Eight to hear. What? Carrying out our sentence, punishment for her foul deed, and yet I notice that she still stands hale and whole. Why is this? Truly, just The murder of a brave and fair-handed leader was just? What words did she weave to convince you of this? I see. I know Meridia is an enemy of death across Tamriel. A light in the darkness, but still. Very well. We will deal with her in a moment. Where is the Khajiit Aleph? Yet more betrayal. I've known for years that her tongue was forked. But the Lord of Lies! You have cleansed an evil corruption from the Guild, comrade. We owe you a debt of gratitude. You do not need to worry about Merrick. We have already reached our decision about him. However, seize all colors. Comrade, normally we would never allow a Daedric worshipper to remain close to the Guild leadership, but these are desperate times. It brings me some unease to admit, but I think you're right. And I believe I know just what service she can offer. If you will, comrade, attend me at my side. Seize all colors. Present yourself to the Council. The Council has decided we will honor the contract to fight the Daedra. Meridia continues to provide coin through her worldly servants. But we cannot allow a murderer to remain Guildmaster.
I understand.
We have decided to award you a new title. The Light of the Guild. You will advise the new Guildmaster in all matters relating to the Daedra for the rest of your days. Penance for the blood on your hands.
Thank you, Countess. I will not let you down.
You are dismissed. Merrick, present yourself to the Council. Merrick Adeswala, in light of your service to the Guild, in light of your sound judgment and brave heart, we cannot think of anyone more appropriate than you. You, Merrick, are to be the new Guildmaster of the Fighters Guild.
It will be your responsibility to oversee completion of the contract established by Seize All Colors.
Remain vigilant against the forces of Molag Bal.
The Guild is a shield, a bastion for the people of Tamriel, where it will.
You've been quiet, Merrick. What do you have to say about all this?
I thank you, Council members. I accept this position with honor and grace. I swear to my ancestors, I will not let you down.
Now, Guildmaster, please see our friend out. We have much to discuss, and little time in which to plan. Comrade, we wish you well in your travels, and look forward to our next encounter.
Come, comrade. You can't do much good hiding in this forge. Let's get you back into the fight. Speak with me. Who could have known we'd be standing here like this, my friend? You destroyed an artifact of the Prince of Lies, and I'm the new leader of the Fighters Guild. Stendar's sweaty sword arm. I still have trouble understanding everything that's happened. Aleph dead, a minion of Molag Bal, and Seize All Colors. Did we do the right thing? Aye, you're right about that. But Aleph was my friend, comrade. I'd known her for... We used to joke, you know, about what we'd do if we led the guild. Without her, I don't know what I'm going to do. Do you have a favorite tavern? Ha! Right now, my friend, I will rest. What comes tomorrow comes then, and only Stendar knows what challenges we'll face. For now, I will talk to the Council, and plan for that tomorrow. Yes, actually. I'll make sure the way to the Earthforge remains open to you from now on. I've found that the gear forged here often has special qualities. You might find it to your liking. Good luck, my friend.
Keep your eyes open for a good tea shop. Always happy to try a new blend.
This great time of unrest within the guild is at an end. You've done very well, comrade. I am bound for Sovngarde and the halls of Iskramor. But before I take my leave, I would make for you a gift. The prismatic weapon. I retrieved it from where it had fallen after the Mortum Vivicus was destroyed. You are a true hero of the guild, comrade. You deserve nothing less. What's more, consuming the Vivicus has unmade the weapon. It is once again in its primal form. I can return it to your hand in any shape you desire. What do you say? Comrade, I grow very tired. My time here on Tamriel has gone on far too long. I go now to join my ancestors, to feast in the halls of those gone by. I go knowing that the Fighters Guild is in very good hands.
About time you got here. Name's Daria, but my friends call me Copper. I head up the Ring of Daggers, the King's espionage agency. You're looking for Vanus, right? I'll eat sand before I give orders to the King's right hand. You want to help Vanus with his crazy plan? Be my guest. Really? Zet's tears you're as crazy as he is. I better get to work then. There are a lot of preparations to make. Vanus should be here shortly. I'll let him give you the details. Also, you owe me 10 gold. I'll collect later. So, what's the bet?
100 gold says there's an attempt on our lives within the week.
That's a sucker bet. The hidden armigers have hit us at least once a week for the past 3 months.
All right. 300 says that when the Dominion spies contact us, it'll be Cariel, not Razumdar.
Cariel? That wench knows better than to show her face around me. Mark my words, I'm going to have to hunt her down to slit her
And
throat.
after you do, that 300 gold will buy you enough ale to celebrate for a year.
I'll take that bet.
And share the ale if you win. Let's go. We have a lot of work to do.
Apologies for my lateness. Thank you for coming so quickly, champion. I've been consulting with Countess Hakruba of the Fighters Guild. Both of our guilds believe the time has come to take the fight to Cold Harbor. But this places us in a delicate political position. Trust, as always. The Alliance leaders will never agree to join forces, and if our guilds only work with one alliance, the other two will see it as a betrayal. For both guilds, our neutrality is our strength. We can't afford to take sides. The war in Cyrodiil has been long and bloody, and all three alliances are spread thinly. They can't commit resources to an assault on Cold Harbor without making themselves vulnerable. I want to bring all three leaders together. Maybe cut it. You're in a unique position. You can speak with authority, but you're not an alliance leader. You're respected. You have a reputation. They may let you get a word in before they leap at each other's throats. In short, you're the perfect diplomat. I found the perfect meeting place. A neutral location far from disputed territories, an island called Sturk. I can get you an audience with each leader and provide magical transportation. You just need to convince them to travel to Sturk. That's all I ask. I'll open the portal. I think it's best that I travel with you and make introductions as a neutral party. That might make...
Watch yourselves, outsiders. Give us a good reason and the armigers will cut you down where you stand.
We'll burn you.
And shatter you.
Any questions? I didn't think so.
Silence, Thrush. Master Galarian, please continue.
My companion hopes to speak with you about the impending Cold Harbor crisis.
I have heard tales of this one. The Skull King favors the bold, even among his enemies. Come, champion, let us speak. I will stay your execution since you came all this way. But choose your words carefully. I'm not a patient king. Yes, well, I am both suspicious and curious. If you are an assassin, though, get on with it. But remember this, you're coming to Sovngarde with me. To fear death is to fear life. I am Nord. When my time comes, I will embrace it. Sovngarde will be glorious. No meetings, no schemes. But you're not here to talk philosophy. What do you want? Who? The three alliances? Has magical travel rattled your brain? Speak plainly. What do you ask of me? Where the All Flags army was born. If the other leaders agree, I will attend. If nothing else, it should make a good story. Now leave me before my dinner gets cold.
That went well, I think. Shall we move on? Eldenroot. We should have a somewhat warmer reception there, as I have known Queen Irene for quite some time. That being said, I expect that she'll be accompanied by heavily armed guards. Irene is friendly, but not foolish. Greatly esteemed Queen Irene Arana Aldmeri, it is my great honor to present to you...
Varnus, you're so formal. I remember the patience and kindness you showed an awkward, freckled waif all those years ago on fair Somerset. You captured this child's heart then, and it remains with you to this day.
You warm an old man's heart, my queen. I remember well those halcyon days.
As do I, my old friend. Sorry about all these guards. I'm told they're necessary. These are dark days.
A wise precaution, my queen. My counsel would be no different. If you'll permit it, my companion would like to speak with you.
Ah, yes. Let me meet this hero I've heard so much about. It's not often the heroic deeds of one who by all rights should be considered a mortal enemy reach my ears. Come, let's talk. Varnus is a dear man. In many ways, he is family to me. Since he has given you his trust, I'm willing to set aside our differences. But under different circumstances, you and I would be sworn enemies. Well spoken and point taken. To be perfectly honest, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to meet you. Your exploits are legendary. A true champion is like a stone cast upon the waters of history. The ripples it creates travel far and wide. Humility is a noble thing, but you must also remain strong and self-assured. A true champion is also history's pawn, and history is a cruel and unfeeling master. But enough philosophy. What did you wish to speak with me about? And you need all three of the Alliance leaders to attend this meeting. A bold suggestion. I like it. Very well. I make no promises with regards to the negotiations themselves, but I will attend. That much I promise.
I didn't think it possible. Well done! We must return and begin the preparations. We have much to do. Come.
He'll be lovely, Camarada. At least one.
All three leaders have agreed to join us on Stirk. Now comes the tricky part. Individually, the leaders are rational, even reasonable. But get them together and... well, you'll see soon enough. Everything's been prepared. Are you ready to travel to the summit? Then, with your permission, I'll open the portal to Sturk. May Auriel's hand guide us all.
The word has been given.
A moment, please! I'll wait for you on the other side.
Our representative, Captain Alfari, is in charge of security on Sturk. He assures us that all is well there, but keep your wits about you. Good luck.
Welcome to the island of Sturk. Representatives from all three alliances are gathering at the meeting place. It's just up ahead, through the ruin. I'm told they'll be arriving at the meeting site by portal any moment. After all the bloodshed in Cyrodiil, I fear the leaders won't be quick to trust one another. Perhaps you can help them see the wisdom in cooperation. I don't envy you the task. We've already assembled quite a team of experts for the Cold Harbor invasion itself. I'll try to introduce you to some of them on the way to the meeting. Lead on. 2 kings and a queen with barely a thimble of patience between them. Reaching a compromise will be no small task, I promise you. Third. Look! It's Lady Laurent!
Careful with that, you clumsy fool. Do hurry it up. We're missing everything.
I never weary of your charms, Lady Laurent.
Vanus Galarian as I live and breathe. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I had no idea the summit was to be held on the legendary island of Sturk.
It seemed a fitting choice. It was here that the leaders of the First Era assembled the All-Flags Navy to do battle with the Slode.
I can't wait to see what surprises Molag Bal's realm has in store for us.
We are waging war, not embarking on a sightseeing expedition, milady.
Fear not, Vanus. I can take care of myself and my useless lump of a manservant. Stibbons, haven't you finished tying those bags yet? Oh, you really are hopeless.
Farewell, milady. We must dash.
You again.
We're expected at the summit.
You again. I see you're still sticking your nose into other people's affairs.
Wonderful. It's Tellinger. Here's Tellinger the Artificer himself. Must it always take a crisis to pull you away from your toys, Telly?
Vanus, your robes smell of failed experiments and your words of failed wit.
Tell me, Telly, what Dwemer rubbish pit did you crawl out of this week?
You really must learn to respect your betters, old friend.
Do let me know when one happens by, won't you? I don't have the time or the energy, Tellinger, so I'll bid you good day. The captain in charge of security, Alfari, is over there.
Captain Alfari, has the island been secured?
Aye. All ships in the area have been diverted away from the island, and the wards are in place.
And the Alliance leaders?
They'll be here any moment. You three should get over there as soon as you can.
We're on our way. Thank you, Captain. We must make haste.
High King Emmerich of the Daggerfall Covenant. Queen Irene of the Old Merry Dominion. Yoren Skald King of the Ebonheart Pact.
We must put aside our differences and work together, or this assault is doomed from the start.
How do we know this isn't a ruse? A clever plan to divert our forces while your armies take the Imperial city. I thought backstabbing was your favorite tactic, Emmerich.
Please, are you both so arrogant? Your weapons are children's toys compared to the horrors that Molag Bal commands.
I will not wager the future of my people on the word of a snow barbarian and an adolescent female. I fear for Tamriel's future if either of you were to sit upon the ruby throne.
Since when do you care about your people? You never lift a finger except to count your gold.
Please, my lords, this bickering is pointless.
What a waste of time.
Obstinate fools, both of you.
What a mess. Apologies, Vanus, but I'm going to check on my lion guard.
This is going about as well as I expected, unfortunately. Even if we can get them to stop bickering, they'll never agree to send troops to Cold Harbor. That would leave Cyrodiil unprotected. An interesting idea, but they need to stop bickering long enough to consider it. Why don't you visit each of them in their camps? See if you can reason with them individually.
Intractable fools. Their pride will see us all dead.
We've served as the first line of defense against Molag Bal's invaders, destroying his dark anchors all across Tamriel. They've succeeded in reducing their ranks and leveling half of Cyrodiil. What do you think? Willing and able. But, like the Mages Guild, we are constrained by a non-interference pact. The alliances will only tolerate our presence in their realms if we remain neutral. Unless all 3 alliance leaders consent to it, our hands are bound.
This meeting feels like 2 wolves and a sheep discussing what to have for dinner. I will not sit back and let them pick up my bones. That's more than I'm getting from them. What do you suggest? I don't doubt their commitment or their bravery, but they are few, and Molag Bal's followers are legion. All right then. I'll agree, provided you can convince the barbarian and the child queen. I don't envy you the task. They're more pig-headed than I am.
Your king needs to stop talking out of the side of his mouth. He has a lot of Dominion blood on his hands. We're not going to easily forget that, and we're certainly not going to fight by his side in Cold Harbor. Is there? What did you have in mind? Perhaps. But we don't know enough about Cold Harbor to fully understand what they'd be up against. Well, it's certainly not what they'll be expecting. Very well, I'll agree, if you can convince the others.
Save your breath. I will not be swayed by Emmeric's lapdog. But what about the war in Cyrodiil? If I commit troops to this invasion, the Pact will be vastly outnumbered there. Wizards and mercenaries against the Daedric hordes. Without the Ebonheart Pact, they do not stand a chance. How dare you? I should kill you where you stand. History will remember the Skull King as the bane of Molag Bal. I will support your foolish plan. Now get out of my sight!
Any luck? Or are they still at an impasse? I hope they come to their senses soon. We're going to lose the element of surprise. With very good reason. But the sooner they come to an agreement... Does the air feel strange to you? That's odd. All of a sudden it feels like a storm is approaching. I have an ill feeling about this.
He has arrived. I can't.
Caldian! What's happening?
Go! Get away from me! Run!
These are the great leaders of Tamriel. Pathetic. But how convenient to have them gathered together in one place, so I can crush them like insects.
Moloch Ball!
Stay back, Countess!
The insects fight back! How amusing! And yet, so very sad. All of Nirn shall be mine.
Must have heard that.
I'll give you no flavor. That was intellectually stimulating.
I thought we were safe here, hidden from the enemy. The god of schemes grows more powerful by the day. Agreed. There's no time to waste. We must take the fight to him. Yes, at the Iliad Well at the center of the island. After that terrible display of power, I don't think they have much choice. Honored leaders, you have seen the face of our enemy! Molag Bal threatens every living being in Tamriel. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild have agreed to join forces to launch an assault on Cold Harbor!
Trust in us. Sanction our actions. Give us your blessings. We will not let you down.
Vanos is right. The guilds are our best and only choice. Send them to Cold Harbor.
I hate to admit it, but I agree with Emmerich.
As do I. It appears that much of the distrust between our alliances was sown and nurtured by the god of schemes.
Molag Bal thrives on deception and chaos. But if you'll forgive me, this alliance war is of your own making.
Countess Hakruba, gather the surviving members of both guilds in the Sturk interior. The champion and I will go there now to open the portal.
We'll be right behind you, Vanus.
The time has come, champion.
Let's go!
Stendarr, protect us all! We're as ready as we shall ever be. Unfortunately, yes. It's not the massive army we'd hoped for. But now that Molag Bal knows we're coming, a smaller group might be our only hope of slipping into Cold Harbor undetected. It's difficult to predict where you will emerge once you reach Cold Harbor. Be on your guard, my friend.
Hello, what's this? Survived then, have you? Jolly good. Jolly good. Rotten luck. They arrived in Cold Harbor, but in entirely different locations. Bloody unpredictable. Portals to oblivion. Not to mention Molag Bal's defenses. Nasty beasties abound. Off you go, over the bridge and head inland. There's a good chap.